Somerville is in darkness. Ryan, unsurprisingly, has a backup generator at the Woodstock house. So all of you and all of your families were invited over to charge phones and take, a hot shower if you need one, and spend the night if you choose. The four of you are in the basement because that's where you hang out at the Woodstock house. So let's just start there.
Is this the same day as the finals?
It was. The finals ended a few hours ago, and it was evening, and you were all at home, settling into bed, settling into not sleeping because you were just unpacking the whole season and the day of the playoffs, when all of a sudden just the lights went out everywhere. And it became clear that the lights went out all over the place. And then via kind of the phone chain, you heard that Ryan's house has power, that Morgan's house has power due to Ryan's emergency generator. Yeah. So
Zlobs
this
is still wearing his game day clothes.
Yep.
He stinks, covered in dirt, just absolutely dirty from a very, 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 very dirty game, especially in the semifinals. He's very, just he's like Pigpen, just billowing.
Zlobs, can you not sit on my couch?
I'm already sitting on your couch.
Okay.
I lay down on the couch.
Zlobs.
Morgan, it's just gonna, every time you sit on that couch later, it's gonna be like a nostalgia smell, and you're gonna think about our win tonight.
Okay, fair enough. Oh God, it's gonna be the worst nostalgia smell ever. Like the anti-pancake.
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 Well, anyway, I have all kinds of movies. I know Ryan said don't watch them, but I mean, I can charge the generator up myself, so.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, the irony that the Woodstock house has a generator is not lost on any of you. But it's really one of those things where Ryan would prefer if his stepdaughter did not have to constantly be pouring juice into an outlet. Though that is, as always, a possibility.
Zlobs, actually, Darby and Mindy, I have some news. Ryan said that I can stay here, that I don't have to move.
What?
Yeah. Tackle!
Oh no, not you, Zlobs.
Oh no! I'm last to go. I take off my cleat. Victory smell.
Yeah.
Morgan, I'm so happy you're staying.
We all are. Thanks, Mathers.
Ryan's not so bad, I guess.
And as if summoned, Ryan pops his head down the stairs.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
Hey, everybody. We have a guest.
Who is it?
Yeah, who is it?
Is it pizza?
Is it us? I feel like we're guests.
Yes. But
it's pizza?
You
I run upstairs.
Yeah. Sitting in the living room talking to Mrs. Woodstock is billionaire philanthropist Unity Sanfilippo.
Unity?
Hi, Unity.
Hello, Ms. Sanfilippo.
Hey, Unity.
Congratulations on the playoffs.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We did pretty good.
I stopped by for the first game.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh, yeah, that was.
Did you see me strike him out?
I did.
Morgan
great way to end a first game.
What are you doing here?
She points out the window.
Oh yeah, we that's why we came here too, because we lost power. It makes sense.
I can't regenerate power for the whole city. That's a little beyond me.
I know. I wouldn't ask that. You've all met Fauner Bachman, right?
She wasn't very nice.
No, she's intimidating.
Yeah, and she delivered the wrong thing to us, and then we got suspended from Blittle League for like a whole game.
Yeah. She's beautiful, and I think she makes bad choices.
She isn't true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was beautiful and concise.
Mm-hmm.
That's everything we know about her.
Well, it saves me the trouble of asking my second question.
What's your second question?
What you thought?
Oh, Mindy can field this one.
What we thought?
About her. Your take on her as a person.
Oh, okie dokie. I'll show you.
2d6 plus weird, please.
God,
8.
Partial success. Okay. So, what image do you want to portray of Fauner Bachman? What do you want Unity San Felipe to take away about Fauner Bachman?
I'm showing Ms. San Felipe sort of a super cut of what moments rubbed me the wrong way.
Gotcha.
With Fauner Bachman.
So I want you to make two statements. Fauner Bachman is X and Fauner Bachman is Y. I want you to give me two statements that you want Unity San Felipe to believe.
Yes. Fauner Bachman cannot be trusted to do the right thing. Fauner Bachman is extremely smart, and that probably makes her dangerous.
Unity San Felipe will believe one of those things. Which one?
Ooh, that is tricky. That's a tricky one. I think Unity San Felipe should know that Fauner Bachman cannot be trusted to do the right thing, but she probably underestimates the amount of danger she is and how cunning she is.
Unity stands up, stares out the window, kind of processing this super cut of information beamed directly into the front of her brain. And she turns around. The problem with people whose ambition exceeds their competence is that they put people in danger. What I believe happened is that Fauner Bachman turned off the lights in Boston. I don't know how she did it, but I think I can fix it. The problem is I don't know why.
Is this about the soul truck?
Fauner Bachman's eyes narrow. And at roughly that moment, anyone with a cell phone gets a text.
What's
What's going on, Zlobs?
Don't be in the dark. Get off the grid with cloud energy. Opt in with a yes for instant power and keep watching the skies.
Yes. I hear yes. Yes. Yes.
Zlobs, your cell phone immediately rings. It's your house line.
Oh, hello?
Zlobs, that was your mom. The power just came on in your house.
Oh, thanks, Mom. How are you?
Fine now. Everyone else's power's still out, though.
That's weird.
Well, you can come home whenever you want, or you can sleep over.
Okay, thank you. That was my mom.
What did the text say again?
Don't be in the dark. Get off the grid with cloud energy. Opt in with a yes for instant power and keep watching the skies.
what
Founder
I said.
Bachman does not get texts like this. So she looks at Zlobs, your phone, if you'll indulge
Wait,
her.
Founder Bachman?
Unity.
I'm sorry, Unity.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
Oh,
Yeah. She walks
when did
into the
she
room.
get here?
Unity takes your phone and scrolls back up through all the yeses.
It was 40 yeses.
She holds it up.
Mhm.
That's why.
Oh,
This is her play. Cuts the power grid, sells a solution.
I didn't buy anything. You just said yes.
Zlobs, I think you did.
What?
how much did it cost?
I check my pockets.
That's everything that should be in there is in.
$3.95.
Maybe it's not like a dollars and cents kind of cost. Maybe it's like a Pythias kind of cost.
What?
the most dangerous bargain is the one you don't realize you're in.
Yeah, like sometimes you're paying for something, but you don't know until later that you're actually paying what you're paying with, and it's a bad deal. And it's not just money, it's something more dangerous.
Oh no.
Well, Zlobs, we don't know. I'm just
This is triggering, very triggering a flashback.
Zlobs, you don't even need to roll for it.
Yeah.
You cut back to the end of the night in the coal chute. You and your future you, Umpire Sunman, and Nana Mathers all gathered around down there, around that big computer with the green screen and the green line. Umpire Sunman stopped eating.
That's not like me.
And he looks at you and he says, well, it all ultimately leads to that. Again, your memory of what he told you, the time kind of changes, because he talked you through the playoffs and then he talked about what happened afterwards, the next season, all of those things. But you're having a lot of trouble now recollecting what he said. It's as if you remember so much of the conversation and then there's a hazy bit and then you remember this last part very clearly.
Is this the part that's in the note that Nana gave me?
Yeah. What Umpire Sunman said to you in the coal chute, and this was the last thing he said, it was the night of the blackout. Unity, San Felipe tried to help, but it was up to all of you. And ultimately, you were the one that had to make the choice. Keep watching the skies. Nana Mathers turns off the computer. I think that's about all we can say about it. Zlobs, what you were told was exactly that. Unity San Felipe was going to play a part, and the four of you were going to play a part. And ultimately, a choice was going to be left to you. Let me tell you how this mechanic is going to work.
Oh, no.
The very last roll of this game will be made by you, Zlobs. There are currently 3 things you can choose from. If you fail this roll, one of them will be true. On a partial success, 2 will be true. On a full success, all 3 will be true. However, over the course of this session, depending on how you roll, or if you want to turn a failure into a success, you can add a 4th choice, which means that even on a full success, something won't happen. That is to say, The last roll of the game is going to be taken by you, Zlobs. Right now, if you get a full success, if you get a 10 or higher, everything you want will happen. However, there is a circumstance in which we're going to add 4 things. Not 3 things, but 4 things to your roll. And you'll only be able to choose 3. You can cash that in at any time to turn a failure into a full success. Or a partial into a full.
Anytime.
Anytime, except for that last roll. Okay.
So,
Yeah, I'm ready.
all right. So, we probably need to investigate why.
Yeah.
The why and the how, I think. That's unity.
Yeah.
The power's out. But Founder Bachman has the power to bring it back selectively.
Oh, why don't we like go to a house and then someone say yes on their cell phone and see what happens?
I'm looking at my cell phone and I've got nothing. Ryan?
Yes. He comes in. Ryan was not eavesdropping, but Ryan was definitely in a part of the kitchen where he could see into the living room at the billionaire sitting on his couch. So he just kind of quickly moves in. Yes.
Ryan, you didn't happen to get a text message today, did you?
Just now, yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you answer it?
No. It asked if we needed power. We currently have power. I'm willing to wait out the blackout.
Okay. I don't want to risk it, y'all. Can I see your phone?
Sure.
All right, I deleted it. And I blocked the number. I don't want to say yes yet. I want to know what I'm agreeing to.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, Morgan.
And what did the message say about looking to the sky? Is that what it said?
And keep watching the skies.
Well, why don't we go see Founder Bachman? And I'll
This-
figure out what her plan is.
Does someone want to fly with me? She says, keep watching the sky. Maybe someone should be up there.
Darby.
I got you, Morgan.
Yeah.
Meet you at Founder Bachman's house then, Mindy? Zlobs?
Yes. Ms. Sanfilippo, could you take me and Zlobs?
I plan on going that way myself.
Zlobs,
What do you think?
is everything okay?
Yeah. Do you mind if we stop by Kendall
Sure.
to see to check in with the tactical office?
Yeah.
Of course. See you in Winthrop. Mindy and Zlobs, you follow Unity Sanfilippo out of the house into, well, this isn't a normal car at all. It's a 4-door sedan, but as you swing open the doors, you just realize how heavy they are.
Oh.
This is an armored sports car.
Ooh.
And you pop in
Nice.
and the doors close and you hear like a lock and then a second lock
Oh.
and then a bunch of LED lights kind of turn on.
Oh. This is cool.
Cool car, Ms. Sanfilippo.
Thank you.
Oh, this is thick steel. Clonk, clonk, clonk.
Are you going to
Easy.
drive?
Should I or should I let the car?
What?
Let the car.
F. Bachman, Winthrop. And the car begins moving. Unity's chair slides back from the steering wheel and spins so that she's facing you.
Ms. Sanfilippo, is it okay if we stop at Zlobs' office? He just wanted to see up the office real quick.
The car takes a turn and you start heading towards Kendall. Darby and Morgan, you are flying through the sky. As you fly, you see, Somerville's kind of getting smaller. You're starting to get more and more of a sense of everything. And every couple of minutes, you see another house kind of pop on all the lights. Maybe 1 out of every 10 houses now appears to have power again.
Morgan, do you get sort of a bad feeling in your stomach every time the lights go on at another house?
Yeah, it's hard to explain, but I don't think it's like, I don't know. I guess it's easy to explain. It's dread.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like there's any sort of pattern to it that I see, right?
No, I don't think so. Can I do investigate a mystery?
2d6 plus sharp, please.
Okay. It's a 9.
You can ask one of the following questions from the Investigate a Mystery list.
What is
Plus, you get a bonus one.
Yeah.
Because you are you.
I'll use my bonus one first. What magic was done here?
None at all. This is pure technology.
Whoa.
All right. What is being concealed?
What is being concealed is the thing in the sky that is beaming power to everyone.
I feel... Darby?
Yeah?
I feel like electricity isn't coming from below. I feel like it's coming from above.
Like above us?
Yeah. Like a...
Oh, okay, tell me if you get lightheaded and I bank to go up higher.
All right, Darby, time for you to make a roll. This is just going to be a pure 2d6 plus sharp roll to see if you can see what this thing is.
That'd be a 5.
Got it.
Morgan, you okay down there?
Because this is a failure. Let's give you some options here. You see what it is, but both of you are hurt, or you don't see what it is, but it sees you.
Ooh.
We see what it is, but we're hurt.
You start climbing. Morgan, you're like holding on. Like Darby is now kind of banking. The issue here is it's as if every few seconds you fly through an invisible cloud of nausea. Just for a moment. And then you kind of like bank up through it, and then again. And then you bank. You're getting higher and higher. You're several thousand feet up. You're below the cruising altitude of planes, which is about 30,000 feet. You're probably at about 3,000 or 4,000 feet up. And from here, you see all of Somerville, you see Charlestown, you see Cambridge, and you see parts of downtown Boston. And now that you see so much of this kind of black canvas, you see more and more bits of light just kind of winking on the map. Zzz, 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 zzz. What you see is not necessarily what this thing is. What you see is an absence of stars. Across the entire starry sky, there is a void of nothing, hovering maybe a couple thousand more feet up.
Blocking out the whole sky?
Blocking out a part of it. It's hard for you to get a sense of the size because you failed. You can't even estimate. It's somewhere between the size of a car and a baseball stadium. And you start kind of banking to get closer, but at this point, the nausea and the dizziness that Morgan is experiencing is so intense that Morgan falls off. You turn and bank, and fly. Morgan, you kind of regain consciousness as you are plummeting through the sky. And Darby, you swing and catch Morgan just in time to pull up enough so that both of you don't die. What you do instead is you slam through the side of a warehouse. You both take 2 harm.
Oh my God, Morgan, I'm so sorry.
It's cool, Darcy.
I just got too focused on trying to get up there.
Sometimes curiosity gets the best of me too.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have taken you up that far. I shouldn't have. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine.
okay. Yeah.
Fine.
Let's go find Zlobs and Mathers and Unity.
Kendall Square.
Zlobs,
Yeah.
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
You seem a little nervous.
It's because I'm nervous.
Do you want me to make you be calm?
Mm-mm. Unless you have candy. Like some candy.
I don't think I have any candy, but
Can you, Mindy,
I
can you just tell me it's going to be okay?
it's gonna be okay.
I get out of the car.
You get out of the car.
I go to the Kendall Tea Stop.
Mm-hmm.
There's a special. It's like a help call button box on the outside. I dial the special operator line.
Kendall Square auxiliary operator. What number, please?
Can you patch me through to Agent Kendall?
Hold, please. This is Renard.
Hey Renard, it's Zlobs.
Yes, I see you on camera.
Oh, hi. I wave. I'm doing some Blittle League stuff. And I was wondering if you could do me a favor.
What is it you need?
Approximately a bandolier worth of grenades.
$2d6 plus charm.
Oh, that's not a good one. That's not a good roll. 5.
Mr. Zlobins, unfortunately, the office cannot help you.
Okay, I'm just trying to help the office for once. Again.
Is this Little League business having to do with the blackout?
I think so.
Hmm.
I'm just nervous, and I always felt safe when I had a way to fight back. But I understand. If anything bad happens, I just want to let you know that I'm sorry, and I go to the car.
So, Ms. Sanfilippo, have you always known you wanted to be a billionaire?
You know, that's an outstanding question.
Oh,
You don't
good.
really think of it like that. I suppose for me, I just wanted to.
I get in the car.
Oh,
And there's like a small tear that Zlobs is hiding as he buckles in.
Now to F. Bachman Winthrop. I suppose it starts with me wanting to be the best version of myself.
oh, nice.
You know, you do something and you decide how much effort do I want to put into it. And if
That makes
I want to put in the most amount of effort, well, then you want to be the best at it that
Yeah.
you can be. And
Yes.
if you find that you put effort into things and you are very good at them by putting in that maximum effort, then, well, you kind of want to see what that upper limit is.
That's how I feel too about science class. Zlobs?
Find something you like and do it as well as you can.
Well, I like Blittle League, and I like school, and that's pretty much all I do because I'm 10.
You know, one thing that's interesting, Mindy, is you don't have to be great at everything. Some things you can just do because you like them. Other things, though, at least a couple of things, you really should try to be your best at. The key in life is figuring out what fits into what category. It leads to a balanced mind.
That's really good advice.
Well, it was given to me once.
Who gave it to you?
Someone important.
Your Nana?
Of sorts.
The president?
Are either of you hungry or thirsty?
Yes.
Yeah, Zlobs needs candy if you have any to calm his nerves.
Snack drawer. And the kind of the middle seat in the back folds down to reveal a variety of why this car has fresh squeezed juice, you don't know, but that and various healthy snacks.
Thank you, Ms. Saint Philippe.
Mm-hmm.
Zlobs?
I take a whiskey glass of juice and put a couple ice cubes in it. And
Zlobs, go easy on that stuff. It's a lot of sugar.
It's fine. It's apple cider. Ooh.
The drive to Winthrop is as talkative or quiet as you would like, and Unity San Felipe imparts as much or as little wisdom as you would prefer. You get to the front gate of the subdivision, that luxury subdivision that that Founder Bachman lives in. There's, kind of that big gate that you remember, a little guardhouse. What you don't remember that is new is that in addition to the guard in the guardhouse that operates the gate, there are also 4 people wearing black tactical gear and with straps around their crossbody straps, and you're pretty sure that what's behind them hanging on their back are guns.
Who are these? Are they umpires?
No. If you were to guess, private security. They look like bad henchmen from a movie.
Do I get this sense that one of them is in charge, one of them has higher status than the other? Maybe some sort of, sheriff's badge or medal?
Sheriff badge.
Yeah, you're willing to.
Maybe a hat, special hat.
You're willing to bet that one of them is.
The one that's wearing the turtleneck.
Yep, everyone's wearing kind of tactical vests and like polo shirts. They look like evil golf equipment organizer. Like they're wearing like polo shirts and tactical vests. One's wearing a turtleneck.
Okay. Excuse me, Ms. San Felipe. It's Mindy time. Can I
got your back, Mindy.
Thank you, Zlobs. I will infiltrate the mind of Mr. Turtleneck.
By all means.
Thank you.
Are you trying to get a sense of what they're about? Learn some secrets, get a new personality in them, assail their mind with psychic harm? Dealer's choice.
Oh boy, oh boy. Yes, I think a new personality trait would do nicely here.
2d6 plus weird, please.
Okay. Ooh, 11.
All right. Say one word, and that is their new personality.
Incompetent.
Unity San Felipe just watches this. The window rolls down, and this
Just
man,
my eyes speaking out.
this man walks forward and looks into the car and starts talking about, "I'm sorry, you're going to."
Hello, sir. We're here to visit.
Okay, let him in.
Thank you.
Doors open up.
Hey, can I have your gun?
Excuse me, sir. He's always wanted a gun just like
we
that.
back up.
Yeah, you start driving. Wait, car stops. Slow back up. Yeah.
Oh,
Just
my
to
God.
borrow, of
wait a
course.
second. Do you have any grenades on you?
No,
Aw, shucks.
No grenades.
not today anyway.
Thanks anyways, sir.
I give him a high five.
Yep.
Have we arrived yet?
Zlobs, you have a compact European-made anti-material rifle. It does 3 harm and ignores all but magical armor.
Okay.
Yeah, you use this car to shoot you use this gun to shoot engines out of cars.
Okay.
Wow.
Great.
Oh, I'm so
it's kind
sorry.
of small.
Yeah, it really is.
Game Master. Oh, gosh, how forgetful I am. Did that man have a secret?
Oh,
No.
Do you want it to be a happy secret or a sad secret?
Oh, a happy secret. He looks so silly.
Mhm. The happy secret is that the other people in his tactical squad really like him.
Oh.
Like he's a good boss.
Aw.
And they were planning to have a party for him tonight, but they were all called up for some kind of project.
Well, maybe since he's so incompetent now, they can have the party anyways.
Mindy, that secret kept him alive just now. Because if they didn't like him, they probably would have shot him for disobeying orders. But you don't know
saved him.
that. But you did.
Okay.
Mindy doesn't know that, but we all do.
Oh,
That's
God,
nice.
Mindy.
And the 3 other tactical people, one of you at least sees through the Darby. I think you probably look through the rearview mirror. Or no, sorry, you're already there. Zlobs, yeah, you look through the rearview mirror while you're admiring your new European-made anti-material rifle, and and you see like the 3 subordinate tactical guards like talking to this other guard, and this other guard's like, no, it's fine. They seem great. The car arrives on the street outside of Founder Bachman's small, modern, luxurious, actually kind of large home. Standing outside of it...
Wait, what?
It's one of those beautiful mid-century
How
modern
big is
deals.
it? I don't know.
It's not a palace, but it is a very, very spacious house for just one person. You've all been here before. It's black, it's angles, it's mid-century modern. It's really something else. You pull up to like the little kind of winding driveway that leads to her house, which is lit, by the way. And you see standing at the foot of the driveway a clearly been slammed through a wall Darby and Morgan waiting for you.
Hello.
Oh, you're all. Hey, Mindy, can we
Yeah?
do you have 2 Band-Aids?
Oh, yes, I do.
I walk
2
over,
Band-Aids from my first aid kit.
walk out of the car with a rifle strapped to my back and give them each a Band-Aid.
Thanks, Labs. Thanks, Mindy.
How is
No
Kendall?
problem.
Not good. Not good. It's
And now you have a
fine. I
gun?
don't want to talk. Well, this is from something. There's a nice man with a turtleneck. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay.
It's going okay. Zlobs has had a little bit of apple cider tonight, so.
Oh, oh God. Okay.
I can hear
Zlobs,
you.
do you leave the gun in the car or are you packing?
No, I leave it in the car.
All right. So all of you walk up the drive. You get to the front door.
I just give it to Unity.
Unity takes it and puts it on the seat of the car. It says, secure firearm. And the seat that it's on kind of folds up like a clamshell and slides into the trunk.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, you're standing at the front door. What do you do?
Ring the doorbell. Ding dong.
A series of red and kind of like red and blue laser lights kind of start hitting you all in like the face and arms and body.
Does it hurt?
No.
Oh.
No, it looks like you started staring into like a disco ball or something.
Bah. I move out of the way. Bah.
The door opens.
I've solved the puzzle.
Yeah.
I go.
You
I go
yeah.
in.
You
we
walk
go.
into a house you've been to once before. A strange mix of kind of sleek and modern, but full of kind of odd historic things. And yeah, in the living room where you talked to Founder Bachman before, Founder Bachman sits in a beautiful, low, modern chair in front of a roaring fire, drinking a bottle of a sports drink. She is wearing a tracksuit.
What's a sports
Founder.
drink? Oh, like a Gladerade?
Like a Gladerade.
Okay.
Hello, Ms. Bachman. We've come to visit.
Well, not every day that a leading philanthropist and 4 Blittle Leaguers walks up through my front door, especially considering that no one should be allowed to do that.
We've already done
But
this
we're-
once.
I know.
Hey, what do you know about? And then I take the text message from Ryan's phone that I kept, and I show the text message.
She takes a look at it and hands it back to you. Ah, yes, perfect. She walks up to, on the mantle above this fireplace, it's this like black marble mantle, is this tiny little jewel box. Very beautiful, got to be centuries old. And she opens it and takes out a couple of pills and kind of takes both of them. Takes another sip of her Gladerade and puts it on the glass table.
Is that Advil? Sorry, none of my business.
That was a text from Cloud Energy, a company I founded just today.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, there's a power problem in Boston. I'm selling a solution.
That's really smart.
Seems like you were pretty prepared.
You must be.
What's the catch? What do?
No
What
catch.
do-
I sell power at reasonable rates to people that need it.
But
Especially with a power grid that is so unreliable.
What does it cost?
I'll email you a rate sheet.
Well, she doesn't have a cell. She doesn't have a cell phone. You can email it to me.
I'll do that after you leave. Is there anything else I can help you with? I have much to do.
Yeah. What's the thing in the sky?
There's a thing in the sky?
There's
Well,
a
that's
thing in
what's
the
supplying the
sky.
power.
what
Is it also
it?
what took the power initially?
Darby, 2d6 plus charm, please.
Oof. 8.
Yeah, okay, Darby. The thing in the sky is supplying the power. Do you want the thing in the sky to also be stealing the power?
It could probably be worse, right? Yes.
So it's not.
Classic. Classic, sir.
No.
Oh,
Should have seen that coming.
Oh.
No. No, you see, there's an issue with the power grid. And that solution hovering up in the sky is doing no harm at all. It is merely providing power to the people of this great metropolitan area.
What's the problem with the power? It was fine before it shut off.
Yeah.
All right. We're going straight to the source. Let's go check out what's going on inside the mind of Founder Bachman.
Oh no.
All right. 2d6 plus weird, subtract 3.
Right. I forgot about this. Okay. Plus my weird. Good. Subtract 3 is less good, but it's an 8.
Oh.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Hey.
Yeah, I'll take
All
that.
right. You can. I'm going to give you 2 options. Option 1, nothing. Option 2, you get the whole story, but you immediately become unstable with 3 harm.
Full story.
Gotcha. Yeah, the thing that Founder Bachman took, you're pretty sure that's what's doing this. It's tricky to explain to someone that does not spelunk in people's minds what it's like to know that you're falling down into a trap. Because you see the answer. You see the answer ahead of you, and it's deeper. And you know that as you keep walking through doors, they keep locking behind you as you start getting to the answer. But you know what the answer is. There were several dozen very well-equipped, very well-financed tactical personnel that simultaneously launched raids on several power stations in and around Greater Boston. Those people were hired by a shell company that was in turn owned by an international subsidiary of a company that didn't even have letters in its title, just numbers, and that company is owned by Founder Bachman. Founder Bachman turned off the power the good old-fashioned way by sending a bunch of goons with guns to pull the plugs out of the walls. The problem, of course, is trying to get out of this. You spend what time is strange, what feels like way too long not being able to see the room you're sitting in. And then eventually you kind of come out of it. It's as if, someone had like a piece of paper in front of you and then deliberately like pulled it up so you could see everything else. The harm that you took is not physical harm, it is psychic harm. Because you are now at 3 harm, the next partial success you get on a weird roll and every subsequent partial success is going to do 1 more harm to you. Mindy looks pale and drawn. But
Mathers, are you
Mindy-
okay?
Mindy?
Mathers?
Mindy?
Mathers.
Mindy?
Huh? Yes.
I go over and I take some of the sports drink and I give it to Mindy. Mindy, drink this.
Are you
That
okay?
was very clever, Ms. Bachman.
Why, whatever do you mean?
Think it's time for us to go.
A pleasure as always, everyone.
I take the drink with me.
The front door swings open and you all leave.
What happened in there, Mathers?
She turned off the lights.
So we can just turn it back on.
There's people there. At all the power sources that she hired. They're dangerous. And they turned off the power.
That's not right. That's wrong.
Unity
She's-
San Felipe is driving you all. This is where this conversation is happening. She doesn't say anything this whole time. She's just listening. You don't, in point of fact, know where exactly you're driving. But you remember last week when you all, as part of one of those roles, chose for Unity San Felipe to help you this week. The car stops in the middle of a parking lot. There is only one car there under a blacked out street light, but just the ambient light is enough to give you the silhouette of one John Prince. Unity gets out of the car and walks over, and she and John Prince have an exchange, and they beckon for you. As you get closer, you realize that John Prince is not wearing his suit. Well, he's wearing a waistcoat. He took off the jacket. And across the back is his weapon, the Sword of El Cid. At his feet is a footlocker. In it is a telescoping fencing foil that Unity picks up and puts into her belt. Unity also puts on a mask, a pair of gloves, and a weird belt that makes it very hard to see her.
Whoa.
I recognize Pythias, right?
Oh, yeah. And he recognizes all of you.
Hi, Pythias.
Great job this afternoon. I saw almost all of it.
Sure, Marcus was glad you were there.
2 demons on the team. How about that, huh?
I don't want to work with you.
You don't have to. Unity looks at John Prince and then looks at all of you. We're going to get those generators back on. You all have to stop whatever it is up there.
Wait. Do you have a helicopter?
Do you want me to have a helicopter?
Oh, yes, I do. I have in my wallet behind my driver's license. It's still valid.
Unity looks at John Prince, who produces a key fob and hits a button, and with a sharp boop boop, A helicopter on the other side of the parking lot's lights go on and rotors start spinning.
Oh. I don't even have to hotwire it.
Yeah, sorry, Darcy. I'm gonna take the helicopter this time.
No, that's understandable.
This is Unity. We're going to work in concert.
Mhm.
For as long as that thing is floating up there, more and more people are going to sign up for that power. And if it is related to that ghost truck, well, that thing needs to be gone before people grow reliant on that kind of energy.
Oh.
I see.
We'll get the power grid back on. The second that thing comes down, lights as normal.
Okay. You can count on us.
I do.
Unity.
Darby.
Past the max.
Hey, Unity. We'll take it down. That's the Morgan guarantee.
Helicopter goes up.
Wait,
Morgan?
Unsecured weapon. I need that.
Yep, you have an anti-material rifle.
Thank you.
Morgan,
Mathers.
do you have Susie Chen's cell phone number?
I have it on speed dial. I chunk my phone towards Mathers. Don't let it fall out the helicopter. Ah.
Close the door. All right, this is your captain speaking. It's Severus Lobbin. We reached cruising altitude. Straight ahead is our target. Make sure that we all strap in because this is going to be a bumpy ride. Over.
Yeah, it's sound of helicopter rotors are loud. But you get a Chen residence. This is Mr. Chen.
Hello, Mr. Chen? May I please speak with Susie? This is Mindy Mathers. But
I'm having trouble hearing you. Are you all right?
I'm fine, but it's just important that I speak to Susie, if you don't mind, just for a moment.
It's awfully late, you know.
I know. I don't mean to be rude, and I wouldn't be calling if it wasn't kind of an emergency. But Mr. Chen, do you have power right now?
You know, it's funny you ask. I didn't, but there's some kind of service going on that I signed up for.
Oh,
Power's
no.
back on and going strong.
Can I please speak to Susie right away? I'm sorry. Can I, though?
I will wake her up since it's an emergency.
So sorry. Thank you.
A few nerve-wracking moments of relative silence go by. Hello,
Susie,
Mindy.
this is Mindy Mathers calling.
What's up?
Listen, I need to tell you something. I know that you're angry with me, and I am not going to go inside your mind and change how you feel because we're friends, and I'm respecting your brain space, but I need you to know that you are potentially caught in the midst of a sort of evil plot because your dad signed up for this power program. And anyways, I'm going up in a helicopter now, so we're trying to stop it all at once, but you really should tell your dad to cancel that service because it could be really harmful to you and your family.
This is Captain Zlobin saying we are approaching target.
Okay, Captain Zlobin says that I need to get off the phone. Was all of that clear?
Clear as glass.
Okay,
Talk to you soon,
later,
Mindy.
Susie. Bye.
You all have a
thank you,
pretty
Morgan.
you all have a pretty clear view of this thing now that you're up there.
I turn on the lights.
It frankly looks like a large, ominous jelly bean. floating in the sky, completely covered in this weird, shiny black surface. It's bigger than this helicopter. You're guessing it's probably the size of maybe 2 school buses side by side. You kind of do a sweep of it, Zlobs, and there are no doors or anything. It looks like it's just a perfectly smooth, weird bean.
Morgan, grab the stick.
I grab the stick.
Jeez, this thing is responsive.
I put on like a safety strap, like one of those little clips. Open the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I fire a burst into it.
Kick some butt, Zlobs.
Oh no, 6.
No.
All right.
Now, I don't get a +1 for the anti-material. It's European made.
This is a failure. I'm going to tell you what the failure entails. There are no choices here. You opening fire on this thing is going to cause its defensive systems to turn on and blow the helicopter out of the sky. You will need to make a roll to not crash it.
Wait, I'm currently piloting it. Do I need to make the roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the roll?
I'm going to go ahead and probably call it 2d6 plus cool.
Oh, I'm good at cool.
But you're not on the stick.
No.
Morgan, you fly all the time with me.
And that translates to a 7.
Oh. Okay.
So before I describe what happens, it's going to involve all of you sustaining harm, though.
Mm-hmm.
There is, of course, the option that I laid out at the beginning of the session. I'm going to describe what goes on. At any point, you can interrupt me and choose the alternative, which is to turn that failure into a success. That success, by the way, means you're going to blow a hole into this thing and we'll be able to infiltrate it from the top. Anyway, that's not what happens. Not hard to hit this thing. It's the size of 2 school buses together. So you just start taking well-grouped shots into the middle of the top of it. Boom, 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 boom. It blows open a couple of small holes when all of a sudden a wave of energy kind of ripples off of this large black floating jelly bean. A ripple of weird nausea energy kind of pulses off of this thing, as if this giant thing had a heartbeat and it beat real loud. Morgan, you are hit with a remarkable wave of near blackout nausea. And immediately following, a pair of little windows open up in it. But I shouldn't really call them windows. I should call them gun ports. And sticking out of those gun ports are all you see are robotic hands that extend, and they're holding some kind of weird weapon. And those weird weapons start firing into the rotors of your helicopter. Morgan, all of a sudden, this thing starts pitching downward.
No, Morgan, pull back, not forward, back.
I'm trying, Zlobs.
This thing is now spinning. All of you are holding on. Darby, you're starting to do the math of, if I grab everyone right now, what happens? But you realize Morgan is kind of white-knuckling this thing. There's fuel, there are lights and sirens. It is shaking and rocking. Morgan, you aim it towards the top of a building. You're not sure where you are. You don't even know what town this is. But it comes down on the roof of some large, flat building. Looks like maybe a garage of some kind. and this thing slams down hard to the ground.
Just before we
Rotors
land.
snap off. There's a small fire happening above you. The landing skids kind of bend and yoke.
Right before impact, I would like to use my fourth choice to make my failure a success.
Forget what I said. Zlobs, you are back in the sky. Morgan is holding this thing very, very, very steady. Controlled bursts. And a perfectly circular hole drops out of the top of this thing. Morgan, you're able to slide this thing onto the roof of this giant weird black jelly bean.
I'm flying a helicopter.
And yeah, there's a great big hole with that's room enough for all of you to jump down, and there is light coming from within it. You all pop your head in before you jump in, and it appears to be some kind of hallway.
Pop my head in. I jump in.
Yeah, I pop my head in. Zlobs jumps in holding an anti-material rifle. All of you soon follow. Okay, this thing was not really built for humans. It's narrow. It's very narrow in here. There aren't any lights on, so it's flaming swords and glow sticks and electricity and whatever else you have to light it all up. You're in what must be the middle of this thing. And it's a hallway that's maybe just wide enough for one of you. So you need to walk in kind of a straight line. There are not so much doors as hatches. All of them have some kind of inscrutable writing stamped onto metal plates on them and all very well sealed. There is, however, a pair of arrows. One pointing forward and one pointing back. Looks like they were stenciled on. The arrow pointing forward under the stencil is written in like chalk, bridge, and the arrow pointing back says reactor.
I
Go into the reactor.
I store my weapon and take out my chain instead.
Zlobs,
Yeah.
would you like me to hold your gun?
Yes, please.
Mindy, you have a European-made compact anti-material rifle that does 3 harm if you shoot it at something.
Okie dokie.
You're heading back to the reactor. There's a door that is sealed, but this one's larger. Looks like it's wider and taller. Like this narrow hallway kind of flares out a little bit to this big door. How do you get it open? Anyone at all?
Oh, holy energy.
Sure. All right. Darby, kick some butt. 2d6 plus tough.
10.
All right. Nice and easy. A series of precision strikes in roughly a figure 8 reduces the door into slag.
Oh, Darcy.
Okay. Inside is the reactor core. What you are seeing tries the very goodness that your heart pumps through your veins. Morgan, you get a sense of the wrongness because electricity is not supposed to work this way. Mindy, you get a sense of the wrongness because the psychic imprint of what is going on in here is horrific. Darby, you are offended as a being of good. And Zlobs, you just don't like the look of this place. What you see is what could best be described as racks upon racks upon racks of screaming tortured souls in large glass blisters along a central column. It is their suffering that is allowing energy to leach off of some other plane and power great dynamos in here. Those dynamos then feed microwave emitters that beam energy directly down to Boston. This thing is a soul engine.
While I have my sword out, I don't need to summon an army right now, but I would like to summon Nakir, because I'd like to have a conversation with him if he'll come down to talk to me. I have a request.
This one's going to be tough. You're in a giant cacophonous non-Euclidean amphitheater of tortured afterlife. So let's go ahead and have you roll 2d6 plus tough, but I'm going to give you a -1.
It's a 10.
Oh my god.
The energy of your sword draws off and a ribbon-thin door forms, and stepping through it into the material plane is Nakir. Nakir is looking resplendent, wearing what could best be described as a formal uniform of heaven. Across his back is the great trident that is a symbol of his office as keeper of the arsenal. And he stands here, filling the room with light and comfort and a feeling of righteous revenge. Darby, a pleasure.
Nakir, thank you for coming.
I was summoned.
And I didn't know whether you could respond with a summon coming from a place like this.
Felt like I was coming through sand. I now see why.
Nakir, you have blessed me with an army of war angels. And now I'm surrounded by tortured souls. I don't need war angels now, we need guardian angels to shepherd these souls. Is that something you can send?
The divine architecture of heaven is as complex as the circuitry of the human mind. Let me say that I shall make some calls. If you are able to free them from this prison, rest assured, every one of them will have an angel guiding them home.
It's as much as I can ask. Thank you.
Congratulations on your wins today.
This is awful. This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
At around now, you start hearing heavy metal footsteps down that hall.
I go outside to meet it.
Zlobs, what you see marching single file, there are two of them, well, are robots with guns. They look like Amos, but bigger. And they stop right in front of you.
I walk past them.
Narrow hallway. How do you do that? I'll put it to you this way. Oh, no, by all means. What's up?
I pushed him out of the way.
All right. That is fine by them. They mean to do you harm. 2d6 plus tough, please, if you'd like to kick their butt.
I'd rather avoid them and to get their attention and get them to chase me.
What's your plan? I'll put it to you this way. Why do you want to get past them?
Make a break for the bridge.
Okay. Sure. So I will have you, if you're not trying to hurt them, you're just trying to get past them. Well, Zlobs, that sounds like acting under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Can I notice that Zlobs is doing this and try to distract them as well?
Not until after it happens.
Okay.
2d6 plus cool, please.
8.
Partial success. Okay. You get past them. Whatever series of parkour or distraction or gliding or sliding or kicking or leaping that you do works. And you somehow get through these 2 combat drones that are here to stop you. I'm going to give you 2 options, and you're going to pick one on the partial success. 1, they are going to seal you in the bridge, or 2, they are going to seal your friends in the reactor.
They're going to sail me in the bridge.
Okay.
And a lot of jumping over him, taking my chain, like pulling him like towards me and like ripping him off balance, getting him to chase me.
Yep. You kind of run and do that, and there's this big, loud, cacophonous
It looks
sound.
really cool. It looks really cool.
It's amazing. Morgan, you kind of pop your head out and see Zlobs kind of fighting / dancing around these combat drones that look like Amos. And you look, and he kind of sprints down the corridor, and you kind of lose him because these drones are big and tall. And they kind of run after him. Zlobs, you sprint into the bridge and kind of close the door. And the one of the robots, starts welding it shut.
I'm going to send an ungodly amount of energy their way.
Right. So now it's time to fight some robots. Morgan, kick some butt, please.
Okay. 2d6 plus weird.
By all means.
That's an 11.
All right. It's going to do your damage to them, and they're going to do their damage to you. But since you rolled over a 10, choose the additional damage effect.
The additional damage effect.
Under kick some butt.
Thank you.
I don't normally enforce it since very rarely are we in stand-up combat, but I think this is appropriate.
I put the target right where I want it.
Got it. You run forward. Describe what it looks like when you go full bore on offensive electricity.
I scream louder than I've ever screamed. And I hit the wall because I need some grounding. And with my left hand, I slowly pulse it out. And from my fingertips, they act like copper wire, and they all sort of like circularly conduct electricity into a beam of unholy and ungodly electricity that shoots straight at their circuitry.
One of these things fries. The other one fires a couple of weird energy pulses at you. So you take 2 harm, by the way. You are hit with some kind of weird energy weapon. So one of those robots is destroyed. The other one is right where you want it. So the question is, of course, where is that?
Next to a hole.
Yep. So this thing the other one kind of staggers back and is directly under the hole that you came through. It is leveling another shot at some combination of Mindy and or Darby. Who wants to go next?
Well, since we're in combat, I'll try shooting it with this gun I'm holding.
Yeah. Let's kick some butt.
Okay.
2d6 plus tough, please.
Kick some butt. Have I ever done this before?
No, good luck.
Yeah, you used a knife.
I've used a knife. Oh, good. A 6. I haven't had a lot of practice at kicking some butt. It is a 6.
Okay. I'm going to give you 2 bad choices.
And I pick one?
Mhm.
Bad choice? Okay.
Yeah. One is you miss, this thing hits you. No. You're going to destroy something. And it is not going to be this robot. So here's what you're going to destroy. You are going to destroy this craft's engines, or you are going to destroy the controls to manage the souls in the engine.
What happens if the soul controls are ruined?
That means that you're not going to be able to release them from the reactor from here.
Hold, because I think... Okay, never
mind.
So this thing's either going to start slowly falling from the sky, or you're going to knock out the controls that will release these souls.
Destroy the engine.
Yeah, you fire a bunch of shots. You take 2 harm, by the way. And this thing hits you back. And you blow a series of holes in the wall. And all of a sudden, this thing starts shaking. Weird beeps are starting to happen. An alarm from the bridge, which is closed, sounds like it is absolutely deafening in there, but it's only very loud out here. And you feel a sense of movement. Anyway, this thing is reloading its strange energy weapon. Darby, what do you want to do?
So that second robot is still there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to run up to it, grab it by the legs, and then from just a standstill, fly up through the hole, take it out so I can drop it, and then also try to get a visual on how fast this thing is going down.
2d6 plus tough, please.
10.
Well, I'll be damned.
I'm very tough.
It was right where she wanted it.
It was right where you wanted it. Run forward. You take the elevator up, and this thing is hurled into into the low atmosphere. And you look, and you can see this thing. And again, your sense of scale's a little off, but hey, you rolled a 10. So you're able to get a sense of it. Navigating in the sky and getting a sense of distance is something you're very good at. It looks like this giant thing is starting to list. Like if it's a boat capsizing, it looks like it's about to start. It looks like it's holding in the sky, which means this thing is not in free fall currently.
Okay.
You fly back in. This big, loud, scary place. The souls are in this engine, and you all run up to the door of the bridge. And this thing started to get welded shut. And I'm going to put it to you all this way. You are going to absolutely do your best to open this door. And all the ideas you're going to have are good, and one of them is probably going to work. However, it is time for the last roll of the season. Zlobs. You are on the bridge. This thing was meant to be flown by a pair of robots working in perfect sync. You are not two robots working in perfect sync. You are a Blittle Leaguer with a length of chain. And you are trying to hold this thing together with the chain in one hand wrapped around the controls on the left and your right hand on the controls on the right. Trying to engage in a weird, stressful ballet. Here are the 4 options. This thing's going down. Number 1, you land it in a non-populated area. Number 2, you land it safely. Number 3, you keep the generator from venting the souls into the bridge. And number 4, Umpire Sunman continues to exist. Zlobs. 2d6 plus cool, please.
8.
Pick 2.
We land the bean safely.
Mm-hmm. You have saved Mindy, Darby, and Morgan's life.
And that's known?
Hmm?
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
What did you say?
I'm sorry, could you say what happened again?
You save Mindy, Darby, and Morgan's life by landing it safely. You've got one other choice. Your options are you land it in a non-populated area, you keep the generator from venting souls into the bridge, and Umpire Sunman continues to exist. You get one of those.
are going to choose the souls.
You keep them from venting into the bridge. So you're good. So to confirm, you're going to land this thing in a populated area, and Umpire Sunman's going to continue to exist. No, I'm sorry. An Umpire Sunman does not.
Yes.
Okay. This thing, and if anything I say causes you to change your mind, stop. Up on the bridge, you're trying to make sense of kind of flight controls that were not meant for human eyes and also meant for two robots. You're trying to steer this thing and keep it steady. You see the arc. It's going to slam through a building somewhere. But you realize you can kind of keep its skids down. Your goal right now is to avoid killing your friends. Because this is that moment. What you will do instead is knock down half of the neighborhood. But your friends are going to make it. And so you're kind of steering. You're getting weird alarms about soul containment that you only half understand. And you're trying to like kind of steer this thing with the chain and like get to adjust the venting and the adjustment to keep them contained, because if not, they're going to flood this room. And this thing's shaking and vibrating. You are approaching what looks like it looks like a rather nice outdoor mall. Buildings, people, about half the lights are on out here. There is a display and it's facing at the ground, so you have to like look down to see where you're landing. And the ground's getting closer and closer and closer and closer. People kind of look up and they see, well, what looks like a growing fog or mist or something falling from the sky. And they all start running and screaming. As many people as can kind of get out of the way of this thing that is going to hurtle and slam into the ground. And so it does. You kind of land it skid side down, bottom side down. The path it cuts through Newton, Massachusetts is about 400 feet long. Uproots trees, destroys roads, springs a bunch of water leaks, levels about half a neighborhood, and takes out a mall.
Zlobs.
Darby, use your sword.
Oh,
Zlobs.
I pull
Zlobs.
the door. I wait for the dust to settle. Zlobs?
Zlobs is definitely passed out, like his arm wrapped in like the spiky chain, just bleeding everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll get my Band-Aids.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to go and I'm going to pick him up and put him on my shoulder and carry him out. And I'm going to give Darcy can you fly him up out of here and put him on the ground?
Yeah, I can get him. Throw him over my shoulder. Walk down the hallway and then up through the hole.
You want to get these souls free, Morgan?
Yeah, I've got it. I'm going to try and free some of the souls using these controls.
Done.
I'll go direct them.
Done. In the wreckage that was once Newton, a great and holy host arrives to shepherd these trapped souls where they need to be. Nakir and a host of angels you've never seen before, Darby, manage the safe return of these trapped spirits.
Zlobs, wake up, look. You did that. Look at all of them. You freed them.
Yeah.
I look up.
Hey,
Morgan,
Mathers?
can you fly me out? Oh, wait.
No.
No, you can't.
I
I guess we just gotta wait for Darby to come back.
Yeah, the helicopter has crashed, Mathers. It's gone.
All right. You just seem like such a natural up there.
Zlobs, is it okay if I leave you here for a minute? Go help everybody else get out?
Yeah, I don't think Morgan can fly.
I don't know. I don't know. I think she might be able to one day with a little more practice. Mindy did once. I'll be right back. I go back in and help Morgan and Mindy fly up the holes in the top.
As Darby leaves, I open my hand to show the piece of hell in my hand bleeding.
Zlobs?
Hmm?
Can I read your mind?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna share his story with Morgan and Darby.
You do. That's pretty much the last thing before you pass out for a bit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, Mathers. Oh, Zlobs.
It's at around now that the power goes on in eastern Massachusetts. A few miles away, the squeeze. A very tired man carrying a small duffel bag walks in. Sits down. Now that the power's back on, they're taking orders again, and so he orders his regular. And the teenager that's working at the squeeze doesn't know what that is. And so he has to explain it. And the teenager starts making it. And by the time she turns around, he is gone. Epilogue. 6 months later. Coach Zap's xylophone needs to shout so you can hear her, because if not, the sound of the engines on the C-130 Hercules, codenamed the Big Petunia, would drown it all out. You've got all the intel we do, and there are people down there that need you. We hope. Tough to say from up here. So get down there, set up the uplink, and remember, most of what you've read about vampires is very misleading. With that, the big red light turns to a big green light, and the rear cargo door of the Big Petunia opens up. Susie Chen is the first to stand up from the bench, gives Mindy an inscrutable smile, and leaps backwards into the night sky above Fairfield, Maine. Darby, you're out next. No parachute needed for you. Inbound is after But before he leaps, you all hear his voice in your headsets. We're going to be great down there. Morgan and Mindy, you're after that. Couple more traveling team members follow. Good kids that you've already grown to respect and trust. Zlobs, you're the last. Jumping into battle once more with your friends. Coach Xylophone gives you a thumbs up, and you leap out. And for a moment, it's like you're a star, suspended in the cosmos.